Hello, everyone, and we're going to talk about my favorite coins for August and September. Five favorite coins. I think we're going to start with Hedera. It actually might be my favorite out of all of them, and that is only because the recent utility with Fed Now. And remember, even though Hedera's tokenomics have gone down a bit, definitely, and the staking's gone down from 6 to 2, I still think there's enough potential in there. Hedera does actually have a DeFi ecosystem, although many don't know about it, and they do actually need to know how to produce it more. And 2% is still better than 0%. As you can actually see today on our chart, Hedera has actually recovered very, very well at 17.81% at 6.6 cents. So there's still a lot of hype and FOMO behind Hedera with Fed Now, with Avery Dennison, and a lot of their other partnerships. I think despite the staking going down, and I think there is, a coin release coming up soon, I don't think that'll actually affect it very much. And Hedera is working with a lot of good news. With like new partnerships and new utility. And I think some people are actually looking at their high TPS and they're not just all like just consensus messages. So Hedera does actually have a lot of use in the marketplace. And I think that's actually getting a lot of FOMO from HBAR. And I think that's why they're recovering much better right now than other coins. And I still think like people are excited about what they're doing. They're fast, they're efficient, and they still have some staking rewards. And they do have a DeFi ecosystem, although they do need to grow that a lot more if they actually want to continue to do extremely well in the bull run. Still looking at over $1 for them overall in the bull run. And I think they're going to do extremely well in better than others in August or September just because of the FOMO from the Fed Now announcement. Even though I'm not really sure how much that applies to its utility, people hear Fed Now and Hedera and they think, oh, that's a good investment. So right now, it would actually be a pretty decent thing to buy into. Second one is Cosmos. I think Cosmos is just because of the staking. I think you can probably apply Polkadot here as well because Polkadot has, I think, like 14, 15%, where Cosmos has about 20. But Cosmos gets the nod over Polkadot right now because of the slightly higher staking advantage. You're in a sideways market right now. I mean, some people would even say you're in a downward market. I wouldn't really say we're in a downward market because even though Bitcoin dumped today, Bitcoin dominance did not actually go up. It actually fell. So altcoins really aren't losing that badly against Bitcoin right now. But, like in this kind of market, you do want good passive income. And Atom or Cosmos gives you excellent passive income. Probably the best staking coin out there, in-wallet staking out there. Yes, there's a lockup time, but I don't think crypto is really going to move too much up in the next month or two. So I don't think that would actually bother me from actually going into Cosmos right now because I do believe that, if you stake maybe for almost a year, you get that, like 20%, you're going to have a bigger base to actually work with come the next bull run. Plus, I actually don't think the Cosmos ecosystem is too bad either. They're probably not the best ecosystem out there, but the staking actually takes it over the top right now, especially in this kind of bear market. The third one is Aptos. This is not Sui. Aptos is way better than Sui. And their two major partnerships with Microsoft and Chingari do actually have me pretty positive on them. I know especially that thing with Microsoft will indeed generate a lot of FOMO when it does actually come time to pump. And overall, the project's pretty good. I'm actually like utility-wise, I actually think the Chingari thing is more important than the Microsoft thing to give it like users and transactions. Chingari being a very popular social media platform in India, they're onboarding millions of users in this year, and they're going to probably onboard. They're probably going to onboard like even more throughout next year. So they're working on tens of millions of users, a lot of transactions there. I think it's great to build the ecosystem and build the user base that way. And I think that'll spur extra utility in the future. Plus, they have the Microsoft partnership. Yes, the Microsoft partnership is more than just, hey, we're using Microsoft Cloud, so we're going to call ourselves partners. That's what most other coins do. But Aptos, yeah, it's definitely much more than that. Microsoft is actually using their blockchain for their like some of their AI and Web3 purposes. So I think that's going to be a real partnership that's going to be very big and also going to provide a lot of utility for Aptos. So like based on those two pieces of news, I think it's a decent investment right now. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I'm just looking at what's out there right now, the news that's out there, and basing my judgment on that. I think the Microsoft thing is something to actually pay attention to for APT. And with the Microsoft thing, with the Chingari thing, like I think it should be higher than 47 market cap. They also have a lot of VCs in there, and I think there is decent money actually backing APT at this point. So I know there was some rumor about them combining with Sui, and I'm not really too keen on that if they do, because I think I'm not a huge fan of Sui, but I think Aptos by itself with Chingari and Microsoft is an excellent project and one that really deserves a decent amount of consideration, especially in this sideways market where they have some chance to actually develop and where like really nothing else is making you that yield right now. You want to go for a good long-term play, maybe outside the top 10, top 20. I think you could actually take a pretty good bet on Aptos that it's not going to die because like of the Microsoft and Chingari thing, and it'll always have some kind of use case. And they are building like kind of an ecosystem around APT as well. So that's why I believe that APT belongs in my top 5. The fourth one is going to be ADA. Cardano, I'm just looking at DeFi Llama. I know the TVL is going to be very important next Boron. If you actually look at DeFi Llama for Cardano, you can see like in terms of the number of ADA locked, that's basically growing, and it's grown pretty exponentially since the beginning of this year. We were at like maybe 200 million TVL. ADA at the beginning of the year. Now we're pretty close to 600 million TVL or over 600 million. So the number of ADA locked in DeFi has tripled. Now the USD value of the ADA locked has not tripled. It's actually stayed pretty consistent, but pending on like how the market is, that's actually not too bad right now. So as soon as the price kicks up, I think the ADA TVL will actually skyrocket right now. So the thing is, I'm still with MinSwap, and I do believe MinSwap will actually do pretty well, despite like it's in the red for 1 month, but everything's in the red for 1 month. So right now, like Cardano's ecosystem is growing in terms of like number of ADA locked. It will soon grow in USD once Cardano actually starts going up in price. They still have like a 4% staking, I think, which isn't great, but honestly isn't horrible. And, like Charles, it doesn't really matter what you think about Charles. Like he actually does keep Cardano in the limelight, and he actually continues to make people excited about the project, which is really like all you can hope he can do at this point. So Cardano has a strong developer community. They got Hydra launched, they got Mithril launched, and they are scaling pretty nicely. Their community and ecosystem, I do believe, is going to be growing over the next couple of months. So I don't think Cardano will actually pump up extremely high over the next 2 months, but I think it's a good one to actually accumulate because I do think it will actually win you pretty big in the bull run. If you want to take like a real risk, get Cardano and MinSwap together like I did, I don't really recommend DeFi at this specific point because I don't really know if the dump is over and DeFi could take another hit. But realistically, like I think Cardano overall, being a top 10 coin with the TVL growing, with the ecosystem growing, is a pretty good choice for a top 5 coin the next month or two. Fetch AI is going to be my last one. I think Fetch is on the way to overtaking AGIX in market cap. It's up like, 15, 16% today. You might want to wait for it to come back down. But the AI narrative, I think all of you will agree, is very strong. And a lot of people in crypto are going to be looking for crypto AI coins. Crypto AI honestly doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, if you're running an AI marketplace, I can see that. And there's like a couple of other functions as well. But that's actually kind of arbitrary because people are crazy about AI right now. And if you combine crypto with AI, they're going to be even more crazy about it. Remember back in 2017 or 2018, as long as you told the VC that you were using blockchain for something, they would invest in your project. Be like, I have a blockchain hat project. They'd be like, all right, here's $100 million. They were that crazy for this blockchain technology project. I think AI is kind of the same way right now. I think some people are still looking to get into the crypto AI space. A lot of people are looking to get into the AI space. So like you combine those two, and I think you generally have a winner. I know like may not be your favorite way to pick like a crypto to actually invest in, But I think like I have to include an AI in my top five just because of how hype AI is right now. A lot of the governments are talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. And they are looking for things like AGIX and Fetch AI and even some of the smaller AI tokens. Fetch AI would actually be a flyer right now compared to the other tokens outside the top 100 market cap, but also that means it has the highest potential to actually grow out of anything on this list. And the thing is, like, I think it's okay to trust an AI token with a part of your portfolio if it has that much potential growth. Fetch has also been around for a while. It's not like they just sprung up last night like some of these other AI tokens. So I think right now, like, Fetch is the one that's kind of like caught on fire and not AGIX. I think AGIX will do just fine as well. Don't think like I don't like AGIX. I still like AGIX. I think long term I might still go for AGIX, but I think Fetch is the one that's caught the FOMO right now. And I think there is some money to be made with that in the next month or two. So that's just my opinion of my top 5 coins for the rest of August and September. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and I will see you guys later.